What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video, we're going to be checking out XLM. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I appreciate it. So we got XLM here on the daily. We were tracking this 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and it just didn't look. I was kind of bouncing in and out of it when I was covering XRP. A lot of the cryptos, right? You kind of had this bearish looking pattern going on. We got up to this 33 cent level. We wicked up to it, but we couldn't close above it. So, not a surprise. We were going lower, right? But hear me out here. Hear me out. I have a working theory now. Right? I do. I was kind of scrolling through CT, formerly known as Crypto Twitter, and a lot of people felt that this was a dead cat bounce, or we were going to go lower. So market psychology is already starting to kick into my mind, right? I've taken a couple psychology classes, and that, when you hear the beep, you give a dog a treat, and then you push the beat, you give the dog a treat. And then you push the button, and you don't give the dog a treat, and they start to salivate, they start to go crazy, and they don't know what's going on. It's because you've trained that dog to receive a reward when they hear something, right? So the reward right now is actually pain, right? So every time we bounce or whatever, every single time we bounce, we have pain. We bounce, we have pain. We bounce, pain. We can keep going, right? Bounce, pain, bounce, pain, right? I'm talking months of this, right? Market psychology. And this next bounce is going to be a lie. This next one is going to be a lie. It is. I think it actually is, right? I do think we're in, right? So overall, right, this does look, right? If we remove the wick, take away the wick, just take it away. You got a 1-2. Right? You could even have, if you really wanted to, you could have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave move. Boom, done. Right? Done. Move is done. And some people will say, no, we're going to 1, 2, 3, right? And then we're gonna get 5 more down. Right? We're gonna come back down and test. We're going to come back down all the way down to here. Like, people think we're going to go test I don't even know where the low got to on Binance. I think it was 16 cents. Right, 16 cents. I do have the level of 24 cents. That's if this theory of mine is broken, and then I don't know what's going on. I'm not selling, but I'll actually buy a lot down here this time. I actually have buy orders at 24 cents. So they can't screw me this time, but my working theory right now is we're in a 1-2. Right, so you got a 1, 2. This third wave is going to get up through here. This fourth wave, right? A lot of people are going to say, okay, here we go. Here's another one, and then it's going to freaking boop, get up there like that. It's going to get up there like that. People are going to FOMO, right? People are going to FOMO in. We're going to come back down, something like that. For your first wave is going to be done, and then you're going to freaking go. So a lot of people that FOMO right here are going to be, if you leverage that, then you're going to be liquidated. And then a lot of people who short here, you're going to be liquidated. And it's going to be fast, right? I think it's going to be fast. I don't think they're going to allow people to, process what's going on. In order for this to be invalidated, we need to close below. Do I have a bunch of marks on the 317? Do I have that on there already? 317. No, I don't. I'll bring that over to the daily. All right, just stay above this line. 3-0. Let me bring this back. To the daily, baby. And you can see, right? I drew this the other day. I was just kind of tracking it. I drew it yesterday when I was making the XRP video. So if it's not an XLM video, that's why. Because I was just, whatever XRP does, XLM does, and XRP looked almost identical to it. It was a little bit more vertical right here, like a little bit more vertical, but it still looked grindy, like where it needed just to come back down. So we got the answer we're looking for, but Yeah, so let's stay above that 30.8 level, right? We're good to go. Closing, right? The wicks are fine. I just at this point I don't. It's crypto, and the wicks at this point are just they're fashion statements. They don't mean a lot. They change all the time, and so we do have a green dot on the Fu Manchu. We don't have a cross yet. We're getting close to a big move. We're getting close to a decision, right? Those look pretty similar. They look pretty close. We've already crossed on the RSI on the daily. The 20's already crossed down below the 200. The 50's already crossed down below the 100. The crosses have happened. The RSI, where are we at? Yeah, lower highs, right? Lower highs, which is, typical. Do we have, I think we have bullish divergence on the daily. Yeah, this is at 40, 42. Yeah, I don't know why. Sorry, 30. I was like, there's no way that was at 40, 42. 33, 65, 34. So yeah, we do. We have bullish divergence on the daily, which is strong. It's strong. You got a higher low and you got a lower low. Strong, right? Really strong. So does it play out? We need to have some patience and see. We still have levels to the upside, right? We still got to close above 33 cents. Still got to close above 36 cents. Got to close. Those two are almost key at this point. October open, you got to get above the October open. You got to get above there, right? And then something like that. And go up and get above 52 cents. We got to get back up in here. Get back up in there and then go. Something like that. The 4 hour, let's check out the 4 hour. We kind of had this playing out. We're kind of thinking about this, right? You come down, so you kind of form like a little rounded bottom, make a little run up, You come down, take out that low, you run up, and you come down. You don't take out this low, right? But this did take out this low. No, it didn't. It almost did. Did it? It did. It's not, it's not going to be identical, but that's the idea. We do need a move like this. We need a move where we can run up and then flag out. And people are going to think that's the B wave, right? Or the A, B, C wave. People are going to think that's the C wave, pardon me. People are going to short, right? And then you got to oscillate down and then clear out those shorts. Just like this. And after this was the big move. After this candle was the move. This is the November. So that's what we got right now. This right here through here, you're kind of doing the same thing, but now to the upside. Now to the downside. You look like you're just ascending wedge a little bit, right? Ascending wedge, you're at that area. I could draw a better one. Let me draw a better one. You guys deserve a better one. No chicken scratch. Something like this, right? Let's get the closes up in there, right? I like to go from the bottom wick to the closes on crypto because there's so many wicks. So many wicks. There we go. Something like that right there. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. I'm guessing we're gonna look at some stablecoin dominance, so stick around for that. It's got some bearish divergence forming again on the daily and the 8 hour. So, if you know about that chart, right? Oversold on the Fu Manchu on the 4 hour, right? I can get rid of this as we broke out, but it was a false breakout. What's new? Let me see, where are we in the terms of the 4 hour for an RSI? You got to get up. And I was saying this about XRP. We can't start another downtrend. We can't do that again. I'm tired of seeing that, right? In order to see this play out, I was talking about XRP with this, right? You need to get a higher high. You need to come up here and get a higher high. Then you can come down. And then you can do something like that, and then go up. You gotta get above it and stay above it. That's been the whole freaking problem with crypto is you get above it, then you just immediately give it up. All right, at this point, I'm just going to put this right there. I'm going to disregard every other one. I don't even care. All right, I'm not doing it the right way, as some people might say, but it works for me. The goal is to make money. We're making money, right? Making good decisions. Have areas of interest. And so, what the 4 hour just opened? Look at that. You want to, I mean, right there, close above it. Let's see, this thing, I mean, look how fast that's moved. You kind of want it to start red right off the bat, if I'm being honest. You want a wick. Look at all these, they all have wicks to the downside. All right, so you kind of want a wick, little wick, doesn't have to be huge, but you want some downside. You don't want to just go straight up. Rarely do candles have no wicks, especially green candles, right? Big green candles. I mean, the biggest candles typically have a wick, right? A little bit down, then shoot up. Just clear out, people. That one doesn't have a wick. Maybe it does, but I digress. Let's go into stablecoin dominance. I want to check out the. So we have the levels, right? We have, stay above 30.3 to validate the 1-2. You got that 30. I have 35 cents up there for some reason. I can put that on the daily. Why not? I can put that on the daily. Why not? Let's go to the daily. Let's go to the daily. All right, so we got some levels before I log off. Before we go check out stablecoin dominance. So we got stay above that 30.8 level, and that validates that 1-2 is still intact. Get above 36.4. Right, that's a big area. Right, and then we can start working. I know. To get a higher high, we do want to get above this 40 cent level. I did have it on there. There's just so many levels and there's so many lines up here. Once we get up here, then I'll add it again. I'm pretty sure it's on the weekly. That 41 cents, yeah. It's on the weekly, right? So if I take this, it's just, there's a lot going on. I can do it, right? I can just do that. All right, get above there. All right, see what I'm saying? So it's there. It's just, just keep it, keep the focus on what's at hand, right? This is at hand right now. We got more resistance, right? We got a lot of resistance. That's what happens when you oscillate for so long. Right? You build up resistance. Okay, so that's XLM. Let's go to stablecoin dominance real quick. Where are we at? Only 12 minutes. Oh, yeah, plenty of time. I thought it was at like 20 minutes already. We'll come back and check out XLM when it's done after looking at stablecoin dominance. Stablecoin dominance, right? I mean, we've come down, we broke down, we were waiting for this breakdown. We had a small breakdown. I can get rid of that now. Overall, right, when I go into the 4 hour, it looks like it has 5 waves. Straight up, you got like your 1-2, you got your 3, you got your 4, you got your 5. Looking for like a 1-2-3. I think a lot of people are going to think, okay, here we go. We're about to get up for more. And I hope not. It's going to be huge. That's like when I'm assuming that what people are thinking the C wave is, that, okay, here we go. We're going to go for another leg down. And, it 1, 2, 3, something like that. And then you kind of flag and then reject. Something like that. And then you really get down. You get down on it. But, right, the thing that's starting to sketch me out, honestly, is this 100 creeping right next to that 200-day moving average. And, it's just, if you've been a follower of the channel, you know this freaking chart. We've been tracking this chart since August. It's been brutal. It's been brutal, right? There's been a lot of fake outs. There's been a lot of days and weeks where you just are like, what the heck's going on? You have double bullish or double bearish divergence, right? So you got a higher high in price, lower high in RSI. You have bearish divergence on the Fu Manchu, huge bearish divergence on the Fu Manchu on the daily, and you're close to forming more bearish divergence. If you close above 725, you're at 717. If you close above 725, that's triple bearish divergence. And you have to go down. Triple bearish divergence. You got to, I mean, this chart really is disrespectful, so I don't expect anything less, but, you know, it is what it is. We got bearish divergence on the 8-hour. All right, so you got lower high. You got a higher high. Okay, I mean, on the 8-hour, you got bearish divergence. About the 12-hour, I'm assuming you might. I mean, this thing is still just moving down. It is. It's just slowly moving down. What was this close at? 728, 721. Yeah, I mean, this was strong bearish divergence. So, you know, but you still got a green dot. You still have momentum. This is what we want to see for our altcoins. This is what we want to see for our stuff, right? We want to see this momentum and carried, right? You come down a little bit, then you come up. You come down a little bit, then you come up, right? We're not seeing that on our side. We're seeing that on, this is the dark side. This is like, this is the Death Star, right? For those who know. You know, you bounced again. I mean, it's freaking ridiculous how many times you're going to bounce on the freaking moving average. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but my blood boils when I look. When I look at this chart now, it's just so freaking annoying, right? I mean, this is a bearish candle, right? You got a wick, but it's only 9 o'clock. Yesterday, right? Well, yesterday was Tuesday. I mean, everything looked fine. I mean, it all looked negative, right? What was it? Through here. And then look at that. From 9 o'clock up, I mean, just shot up. I mean, not even, just boom, almost bounced right off right there, you know? So goal now is to get down below here and reject. Something like that. Kind of just been living above here. Until we get down below, it's bullish for this chart. That's just how it is, right? Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance looks pretty bearish overall. You know, you're kind of just chopping up. I can redo this whole thing. Right, just for this section, because I want to get this section now. I can't actually. Let me just. Is it on other? It's not. Let me put this just like on the 2-hour. So I have something, you know. I want to have some kind of reference. Historical, when we go back and look and be like, dude, at this point everyone was bearish, but we were calling it. What did we do here that was good? What do we need to make adjustments on? Because you always got to get better. You always got to grow. At least that's my thoughts on things, right? I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes, but if you're right more often than wrong, you're gonna make money, and that's the goal. So that's kind of what it looks like. Kind of had like a nice little bounce right there. I know this wick. Oh, you're not counting the wick. I know, but the close. I like closing bounces. This, to me, it's just more validating, right? There we go, something like that. And this is on the 4-hour. So I can just move this over just a little bit more. And then I'm going to move this over just a little bit more. So kind of see what's going on, right? Kind of got an ascending wedge, ascending channel. Right, maybe you kind of just make your way back up one more time, then go. Typically, that's what happens. You reject off the top, right? You kind of slam down. Say it's 1. It's 1. Come down. It's 2. 2. 3. Looking for that third. Looking for one more to get up slightly and then come down. That's what we're looking for, right? Doesn't mean we don't always get what we want, right? Especially as crypto bros and gals, right? For the few percentage, right? There's a small percentage that watch that are, you know, that I appreciate. I mean, this can be gone. Well, I can put this, just kind of doing some adjustments on the 2. We'll keep this on the 2-hour. And yeah, it kind of just going sideways, right? Not really doing a lot. Kind of, I mean, it's kind of bearish. Kind of bearish, right? You're kind of just doing the same thing that you're doing on the price, right? You have some, right? You got a little wick above, wick below. You got a little bit above, a little bit below. All right, you're looking to come up here and you still have a lower high. All right, so overall, that's kind of what I got for Bitcoin dominance. We're kind of just range bound right now. A lot of the cryptos were kind of just hanging out, Bitcoin's playing with people's emotions. All right, this is why you sub to the channel if you're a Bitcoin holder. Right, I dropped a video a while ago with these levels. Boom. I mean, I have 114.27. This is 114.82. Rejected. Probably a good area to maybe sell. Maybe, and he came right back down. So just range bound, just clearing out leverage both sides. That's all it is, right? We kind of fell down below, but this 1-2 is still intact. I think we're going to get a 1-2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. It doesn't have to look like that, but I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. I think this 133. I think that's the top for Bitcoin. This run, maybe 140 with some euphoria. 150 maybe, but we're getting down to the wire where if I'm a Bitcoin holder and we get to these levels, I'm de-risking a little bit. So either way, potato potato. I appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. It helps out the channel a ton. It's easy and free for you, so please just make sure and leave a comment what your thoughts are. If you want me to cover other cryptos, just leave it down there and I'll get to you. As always, I appreciate you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.